So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float
What
above
the
the ground.
fuck?
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams,
my God.
the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream.
Oh my
How could it be?
God.
Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Oh, nein.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too, surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Although
I am
normal. Okay. Und wir sind da. Nicht da, zurück.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Wow.
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Was denn das für eine Kuh? Ich hab Hilfe gebraucht. Das ist neu. Das ist neu.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Ja.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Hallo. Wo bin ich? Kann ich hier irgendwas öffnen?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office,
Ja,
but it
korrekt.
didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Wow. Welcome to the whiteboard ending. Wow. Console bug. Mhm. Und jetzt? Jetzt, was ist jetzt los? Schön, gehe ich halt wieder. Gehe ich halt durch die anderen
When
Wege.
Stanley came to a set of two
Nö.
open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room,
Ich
and
weiß.
Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Gehen wir mal da
Perhaps he
durch.
wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Nein, wollten wir
Wow.
eigentlich nicht.
Yes, this room.
Ja.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nein.
Stanley was so bad at following
Nein.
directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years
Ich
ago.
würde gerne sehen, was da hinten ist.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Ja.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Wow,
Please.
wow,
What?
wow. Das war
Really?
knapp.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you. To show
Nein.
you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Stanley walked through the red door. Ich will mal nicht so sein.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Wow. 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 Wieder diese schwarzen Türen. Da wieder eine. Nein. Und Loading.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Was ist denn das?
Here. Yes. Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Ausgang.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Unschön. Schön. Unschön. Schön. Unschön. Schön.
Right.
Na,
Where were we?
herrlich. Unschön.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Ja, aber ich kann hier wieder zurückgehen, oder? Wollen wir doch mal sehen.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Weißt du, was du mir angetan hast? Du hast mich in diese Welt gesteckt.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Du weißt nicht, was ich tun kann. Ich bin der Gottvater.
No!
Toll.
Oh, thank God, you lived.
Mit
You had me
gebrochenem
worried
Bein
there for a
vielleicht.
moment.
Ja, ich gehe ja
Now,
schon wieder auf dein
can you
scheiß
please get
Sternfeld.
back to the other room?
Ja. Schön. Unschön. Ah.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We
Nein,
really
nein,
can.
nein. Das
If we
ist,
stop
was du
moving,
willst.
We just have to stop moving.
Wow. Wow. Hm. Wow. Okay, ich habe eine andere Idee. Unschön.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
Nö. Ich
No.
gehe mich jetzt um.
No, no. What do you do? Do you
zwar
just
so
not
oft, bis
believe
ich
me?
hier
What
sterbe.
can I say to convince you?
Da kann ich nicht durch. Und...
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. My God, is this really
Nein.
how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to
Pass
kill
auf, das ist
yourself
nicht
to
deine
keep me
Geschichte,
from
das ist
being
meine.
happy? Am I reading the situation correctly? Or maybe you're just getting
Bin
a
ich
kick
gerade
out of it.
irgendwie in der Luft
I don't know anymore.
abgebremst
I
worden?
just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was
Dann
too
werde ich
much
so
to
nochmal
ask.
probieren müssen.
It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all.
Irgendwann.
Well, this one is yours.
Irgendwann werde ich hier schon mal sterben.
Is it over? It's going to
Endlich.
restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Endlich. Weg. Und zurück.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Komische Kopfhörer hier. Oh, es geht nach links. So, ich bin mir jetzt mal sicher, ich gehe jetzt mal
When
bis nach
Stanley
oben.
came to a
Den
set of
normalen,
two
ganz
open
normalen
doors,
Weg.
he entered the door on his left.
Furchtbar normal.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hope coming
Ja,
to
da
a
unten wäre ich
staircase,
verrückt.
Stanley
Ich
walked
weiß.
upstairs to his boss's office.
Ah, jetzt ist ja so ein Schild dran. Kann ich jetzt rein? Nein, kann ich nicht. Aha. Ah, da kann ich irgendwie nicht rein. Oh, da ist etwas. Der dritte oder der vierte? Ne, ich brauche noch 2 Stück. Will ich da wirklich rein? Will ich da wirklich rein? Überleg es dir gut, Stanley. Ach, ich geh mal rein.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Niemals.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
Whoa,
Stanley
whoa, whoa,
happened to
whoa, whoa.
input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Wow, 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 wow. Und Richtung Hölle.